Walaikum salam. What's up? Another day. Interview is. I can't catch up with is right now. Salute Eon from Chicago. Free Larry King Hoover. Growth and development. Shout out to Chicago. What's up? E been waiting. New Jersey in the house. What's up, New Jersey? What it do, man? How you living out there in New Jersey? Erie Avenue? Erie Avenue, Philadelphia? Best podcast in the DMV. I gotta get to your books, my man. Oh man, that's what's up. What's up with Dirk beating that lawsuit? I ain't up on that. How much your interviews cost? What you mean by how much my interviews cost? How much do I pay to interview somebody, or how much do somebody pay me for me to interview them? What you mean? Like, I don't really do that charging. I don't really do that. People pay me for me to interview them and stuff. At least I haven't. I haven't done that. Like, I like to interview people that I want to interview, or other people want to hear from. Spock still hasn't responded back to me yet. Yeah. Me neither. He said he was gonna get at me when possible. Hey, another day. So I did a video. I think it was yesterday, and I was talking about Fort Dix and niggas taking them damn cell phone pictures. So a nigga hit me in the inbox talking about, hey E, you drawing too much attention to it. I want to ask you, bruh, and anybody else who's aware of this, how am I drawing too much attention to it when it's all over TMZ? Like TMZ can do it, but I can't say nothing about it, huh? What you think about that? Hey, good man. Okay, the content different. I'm working on my cookbook, first book ever. Huh? First book ever. Any advice? My bad. Not on no cookbook, to be honest with you. I would advise you to read other cookbooks though. It ain't no secret. Everyone knows how that low is. Alright, yeah, but I'm like, I don't understand. Like, motherfucker just be trolling me. Like, I have to carry it like I don't care. But I saw the comment. I was like, damn, bro, you drawing all the how the fuck am I drawing all the attention to it when TMZ got multiple pictures? I did something wrong though. I don't want to hear that. They don't even make that don't even make sense. TMZ got a way bigger reach than you. All right, thank you, bro. Like I told you, he said, so what, bro? You bringing attention to it. I ain't bring no more attention to that situation than TMZ, Vibe, Double XL. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm just saying that for the niggas who doing it, somebody need to check on them niggas. And I don't mean to start nothing either. You are Muslim? Salute, E. What it do? What it do? What's the topic? Ain't no major topic right now. I'm just a little disappointed in football. My quarterback done broke his goddamn the season for my team is basically over. So Bro, why are you saying bad words? Whoever inboxed you just want to say something to you. Nah, they didn't even inbox it. They left it on the public form. They left it in the open. Yeah, they left it. They left it. They left it in the open like a public statement. I'm from white Africa. I guess he called himself fake checking you or something. Yeah, you should have seen the way he did it. He was like, bruh, all the attention you bring into the situation, you gonna get them niggas caught up. Why don't you leave them alone and let them do what they doing? Yeah. Do anybody else feel like that? I mean, I'm not even giving it too much attention. I'm using it for subject of topic matter now. Does anybody else agree with that? How you feel about your garbage quarterback? I'm disappointed. I don't understand what you said about somebody quoted what you said about Preem and Prince or something. Say can't call it, that ain't my world. Yeah, well, it's part of the culture that I live in, whether I'm in there or not. It's like my friends and my associates are connected to that situation. What I do in life right now, writing and content creating, all these ideas came from a jail cell, to be honest with you. I'm really not an OG, bro. Like some people have started calling me that now, but I've never seen myself or declared myself an OG. And everybody can be questioned. One thing about the code and how things go in the streets is that on some real shit, nobody is bigger than the code. If anybody, now you can have a renegade just say that he's not going to be questioned, but that's not how the game go. Not amongst no men. Like, it's no man that the men can't question if something is done wrong. I don't know where I put my damn thing for my glasses at. I thought I had it in my pocket. I feel like McClung brought a dark cloud over the season before it started. I ain't superstitious, so I ain't gonna give him that beef, but I done thought about some wild shit too. 30 and over is an OG. God damn, 30 and over? I'm in my 40s now, but when I first came home from prison and I was in my 30s, I ain't like motherfuckers calling me OG. But you say 30 and over is an OG, I don't know about that, because you got some people that's 30 that act like they 15. Let me ask y'all a question, y'all. My man say 30 and over is an OG. What about the niggas that's 35 and 40 years old that act like they 12 years old? Don't something else got to come with just being 30 and over? Nobody is bigger than the code. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I die about that. Washington need to go and fire that coach so he can come back and fix our defense. More like 50 and over. I don't know if you gotta be 50 to be an OG though. Y'all living under old rules. Who? When you say y'all living under old rules, you saying that in regard to the OG statement, or you saying that in regard to nobody's bigger than the code? 'Cause, I mean, you could be saying it either way. Would you give Dan Quinn his walking papers? Nah, I wouldn't. I think Dan Quinn has done good with the team, man. Like, would you give him his walking papers for what? For not pulling JD5? If 50 was in Washington, he up to something in the area, business moves. I thought that 50 ain't coming from nowhere for nothing. And he was down there representing the Commanders. Maybe he gonna buy into the Commanders or something. He might have been down here for some of that Wayne Perry shit. I'm telling you, bruh, it started with Theismann. I can't spell his name. I know exactly who you're talking about. Joe Theismann, one of my favorite quarterbacks. We haven't had a franchise QB since Sammy Ball. Hey. Then we go win the Jets. Stop. Chill out. Stop. Then we go win the Super Bowl with Doug Williams, and then what happens? But I guess Doug Williams was an anomaly. They ain't even think he was gonna do that motherfucker anyway. Shout out to Gary, Indiana. That shit made a lot of sense. And I know where you from. That make a lot of sense coming from you and coming from where you from. I can dig that. But Joe White gotta go, not Quint. Oh, Joe White gotta go, not Quint. You got book coming out that will be signed. Nah, not. I don't think that's what you talking about. I think you talking about Tone book that's coming out. That ain't my book. That's Tone book. Salute, Chan. What's up? The Southeast homie. Doug Williams and Mark Rippon ain't franchise quarterbacks, though. They had a moment. You right about that. I thought about it as soon as I said it out of my mouth. I said somebody going to interpret that as me saying franchise quarterback. I wasn't implying franchise quarterback to Doug Williams. All that stuff. Although that's my man, I fuck with Doug. He wasn't a franchise quarterback, at least not at that time. So, if you interpreted me saying that, that's not what I meant. I just was saying we had a first black Super Bowl winning quarterback, and according to a lot of sports critics, the Redskins ain't doing right. I have triple OG status now. I'm from Baltimore. Did a lot of bids with DC Cats. I'm 62, homie. Damn, salute. Maryland, we fuck with you. Shout out to Maryland. What part of Maryland? Maryland, a big old state. There has been a lot said about different ethnic groups like Jamaicans during the DC crack era. You're the first I've seen do something about a Panamanian. Would you go further into this? Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I was trying not to go too far into it because we trying to market the story. So I don't want to tell the whole story and we can't market nothing. Gully doubled down on the 10 in public. What'd he do? He ain't go to no jeweler. The diamonds, you can't even test the diamonds. Man, I ain't going to the Gully right now. I don't feel like it. Germantown, Maryland. Oh yeah, I had peoples out there. AE, are you hired for writing? Certain things I do for writing, like I do content editing, copy editing, style editing, and I mean to a certain extent, I used to do ghostwriting. I don't really be having the time for that. Like my fee is kind of high for ghostwriting now. Near Salisbury and Ocean City. Well, I've been out there too. The YNs 10 to 17, the big homies 18 to 29, OGs is 30 and up. That's the new era. God damn. I can't argue with you. You got some specific numbers. Like bio writing. Oh yeah. I do bios all the time. That's easy. That's like half a page. How he double down on the tip. He don't even want to play with me because all he can say about me is some trolling shit. Everything I say about him, about his whole lifestyle on YouTube, that is, because I don't know him personally, remember? Like, I met him, but I met the facade. I met who he wanted me to meet. I met someone's life story. Yeah, I could do that. Would you put white walls on a Benz wagon? Gully is a sucker. He is not from Philly. He's from Erie, PA. I know that. That's why he got I-79 on his tattooed on his arm. Like he's trying to make I-79 synonymous with I-95, bro. There's only one I-95 in the country. I-95 in the whole country. I-95, I-20, and whatever that joint is in California. Oh, I-85. I done I-85. Like, what highways y'all know if y'all really been out there trapping? Like, he tried to put I-79 on like he was tearing the road up. I-79 goes from Erie, Pennsylvania to Charleston, West Virginia somewhere. Now, I ain't gonna say it ain't no money in Pittsburgh, and it ain't no money in Wheeling, West Virginia, Martinsburg, West Virginia, certain parts of West Virginia. He wasn't burning the road up, getting no money. If he was, he had cases in them little towns. He ain't got no cases in them towns. He got I-79 on his arm to try to make I-79 synonymous with I-95. He want to be from the East Coast. I-79 is not I-95, right or wrong. Jewelry bogus. When Tone Book drop at the end of this month. I believe the release date for Tone Book Division, Our City, is right now the what's the thing called? The tentative release date is November 28th. I-75. Oh, that's the other jump. I-75. You been to Beckley? Nah, St. Petersburg, what about it? Might say, yes, sir. I watched Supreme Team documentary, got hype. Too hype. Nope. If he wasn't going to run, oh, I think you talking about like Roanoke, Virginia, right? I-79. He got a humongous tattoo on his arm to say I-79. Like that joke got some type of synonymous meaning. Stop. Chill out. A white EBT user on live TV interview said going to food banks and pantry give away PTSD. What up, live from Louisville? What's up, Louisville? Shout out to that metro area. No, I get it. Yeah, I've been to all of them cheesesteak joints in Philly. That Skitty Joy got what? By default, that's my favorite. Shout out Shipley. On YouTube, I don't know what you meant. That statement kind of broke up. I'm saying, never mind the street stuff. At 30 years old, you're officially an adult. I can't even watch this injury shit, bro. Seattle beat the brakes off us. Free the men all day. It called the Taboo Room. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. I'm lost with what you even telling me. Like, I forgot what you had said. You might got to say the whole sentence over. We got Australia in here. What's up, Australia? Nah, I ain't heard Dave East new shit. I don't know about all that, man. Me, how you, Playboy? Been a minute since I caught a live. All is well, man. I'm just cooling. They say I-66 supposed to be legendary. or spooky or some shit driving through the West Coast since them big ass Rocky Mountains crazy for me. Yeah, I rode through them Rocky Mountains on a prison bus. That was crazy for me too. Shout out to Galveston Street, Southern Avenue, Eastover. Okay, that's that south side of the city. There's a documentary on the website of the city. Oh, I ain't hip to that. I was in the feds with thorough DC cats from Fifth in Minnesota. Fifth in Minnesota. I ain't never heard of Fifth in Minnesota. How was the store coming along? I think everything is on schedule. It look real good. I think it's gonna be a spot. I remember living in DC 3 years ago, and all I did was argue with every DC resident about the Commanders going to the Super Bowl every year. Being from the city, you don't really get to see nature like that. Nah, not unless you travel. Galveston is on the southwest side. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Washington fans, things could be worse. I'm stuck with the Giants and the Jets. They're not winning 10 games between them. Yeah, I never heard of Fifth in Minnesota. I got plugged by phone up. Shout out to Richmond. What's up with my Richmond niggas, man? Shout out to Richmond, man. I fuck with Richmond. Niggas be sleeping on Richmond. Richmond is gat. Dude just made up some shit talking about Fifth in Minnesota. Nigga making streets up. Meant to say shout out from Richmond, VA. I know what you meant. Shout out to Richmond, VA. Richmond is Black History rich. That's a fact. You ain't lied about that. There's big rich VA pop here in the city. Shout out to them. Should Quinn be fired for leaving Jaden out there? I ain't gonna say all that. What you think? Fifth in Massachusetts. Okay. Roll a note. My cellmate opened up to me today. Now he walks side to side. You sat and contemplated writing some shit like that, bro. That's supposed to be funny. I'm supposed to say, ooh, like, bro. You should get sent to PC for that. Just for thinking that's some cool shit to write. Detroit in the building. What up, though? Keep up the content, my brother. I'm rocking with you. Shout out to Detroit. Where all my Detroit people at? The internet is full of Bama ass niggas for real. Like he typed that like that was some hell of a shit. Say, oh, I'ma type this and see what everybody say. I don't know what type of person that is, man. Martinsville. Oh, I had some people in Martinsville. I was locked up in West Virginia. I met a lot of Martinsville guys. That's the closest part of West Virginia to DC. I think you could get there in like an hour. %, Black Town. Yeah, that's what they told me. I met a lot of them dudes in the feds. Smash the like button. With all due respect, I like how you and Anton keep the city ringing, but how do you battle with gentrification and all people coming from everywhere in the U.S. for government jobs? It shit don't bother me. Yeah, it don't bother me. Shout out to Tone, though. He said, man, I miss Chuck. I was watching a Chuck Brown clip today where he was talking about how he stole some different musical sounds from Latin music. I mean, they done did it before in regards to that home rule, and Mariota's all right, but he ain't a JD5. They took home rule before, and we ain't even have it until 73, so that's not really that long ago. And Chuck Brown rolled me up. Do you think Paid in Full 2 is actually coming out? I ain't never heard nobody say it was gonna be a Paid in Full 2. I heard people talking about it, but I ain't never heard nobody stamp it. What y'all think about that Diddy shit? I don't think they gonna kick no locals out. Only way you get kick locals out is economically with the cost of living. A lot of locals, unfortunately, are not unfortunately a lot of locals are not homeowners. So I guarantee you Prince Drury don't sound like Gully, man. We gonna stop talking about Gully for a minute. Property taxes. Yeah, that's one way. They better leave him alone before he start talking. Who? Leave who alone before he start talking? What you talking about? Hold on, let me get some water. Diddy is in Fort Dix. He just another black man doing time. He'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, Diddy ain't no punk, nigga. Likes. Okay, selfies, homie. Gully or Lane. Gully don't care about what nobody think about him. Gully been getting abused all his life. Gully sitting. Gully was sitting in the mall with them knit caps with green corduroys on. He talking about he's some fly nigga. Is it me or is green corduroys? Is that the shit? I'm asking y'all. It's 70 some people up in here. I'm asking all 79 people in here. Is green corduroys the shit? He need to gain some weight and get stronger, like Jalen Hurts. That's true. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Fort Dix a sweet place for fair bid? That's what I'm told. I never did Fairtown Gate State. A few seconds though. Yeah, Fort Dix is in the realm of prisons. This supposed to be a sweet jump. I'm from the Midwest, and that's okay, but embrace it. Okay, all right. How can we get y'all on the platform? You and Gully TV. Me and Gully TV ain't got shit to talk about. I don't even believe the shit that he say. I don't respect his views. I don't think like he does. There's nothing for us to talk about. Yeah, that's the shit. Green corduroys is the shit. Oh, he never fully got a chance to live his youth. Me neither, but I don't still, man, pretend that I'm living in 89. When the snow fall, they all right. All right. Hell to the no. Fam, I haven't worn corduroy jeans since the early 80s, like 81. Yeah, I like, I'm thinking like 86 for me. My sister was born 86, 85. As sweet as a prison can be. My man said as sweet as a prison can be. All I know is 95. Homie Green Royals are some Bama shit. Okay. Marcus Allen was small like Jaden Dan, but he was muscular. Just a freaky injury. Hopefully no ligaments are torn. He should have a normal rehab. Skins need some more weapons. Okay, run up a check off of it. Hell no, no box for you in DC. He said that nigga from Nova Scotia. That nigga from the Great North. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a journalist. He's a groupie masquerading as a journalist. Both of y'all have a level of vocab. That might be true. What about that though? What that mean? I don't know what you talking about. I'ma ignore you. I'ma ignore you, champ. You can see Canada from Erie, PA. Another day supposed to have been put the knife in the ASAP person. Now he jumping in whack 100 lane and it's really about to get cracking. He want the attention. He want the attention. He need to stop playing with people that he could run into in person. Everybody ain't playing. It's a debate. 1 hour, maybe 2 of content. He's not going to cave. Just break him down. DC stand up. Break him down to what? About his jewelry, about him being from area, about him never seeing a brick before, about him claiming that he was running a corner, about his charges. Let's talk about his charges. He got a corruption of minor charges. What else? Talk about him living in his mama house. He say it ain't his mama house. Google say it is. Like, them the only things I can talk to him about. I heard something earlier today about them trying to change or something to that effect. How about they want to prosecute crimes in D.C.? Have you heard anything? I mean, they talking different stuff, but they ain't made no major law changes. No way J.E. Spy should have been out there. Yup, I agree. Okay, he said you was half original man. I know that. I don't got to dispute that. Whatever is a check for you, King. Yeah, that's true. It could be, but all money ain't good money. I don't want no parts of that, Bama. And those are great starts. Yeah, you know what I said about 7 things. You talking about I'm a published author, bro? You got a pamphlet on Amazon. How many books you sold? How many awards you won? I won awards in real literature with real literary accomplishments. I ain't make them up. They keep those fake Area PA dudes out the comments. And those are great starts. He keep using mixed. Like, all his seeds ain't mixed. Man, he got one son he was talking about he hadn't seen in 3 years called the woman that was his child, the mother of his child, all type of fat bitches. What does that say about him? He got another video where he was living with a woman claiming he was paying all the rent. Told her his dreams about Gully TV, and she said, nigga, I'm worried about the rent. My woman, unless I was broke, ain't never said nothing to me about she worried about the rent. The rent gonna get paid. The mortgage gonna get paid. Everything gonna get paid. Man, that's a pamphlet, man. What's up, 202? Wing Productions, what it do? And they got a pamphlet on Amazon. Words big as shit, like you gotta read that junk for people that wear glasses. Alhamdulillah, shout out to you, bro, from a place in Virginia called Stratton. Stanton. Keep doing you and presenting your fact. Okay, salute Samuel Jackson. If it became a real beef, his dirt will show up. If your background clean, you good. My background Gucci. Did you hear that the penny has no value anymore as of a couple days ago? If you have, what are your thoughts on that? I don't know, but I know I got about $30 in pennies in this right here in this office. I should have put it in the gas tank. 75 likes. Yeah, we could get a couple more likes. I mean, does anybody in here is anybody in here interested? Man, that ain't gonna happen. I don't even see no sense in it. It'll be like trolling. I think it'll be like trolling. Hey, do anybody in here know how much them cell phones cost in the joint? We know you been in the fire. If Ant ain't said, it can't be said. That's what I'm saying. Listen, in my head, you read my mind or my head. Like, I don't care about dealing with no internet. I wouldn't care about beefing with Charleston White on the internet. If you deal with a person like Ant, and he from a city where you from, and he can pretty much find out all your dark secrets, and you can survive that. A nigga from Erie, Pennsylvania, they got parts in his eyebrows. They got fake chains. They live in his mama house. Got Vogues on his Benz wagon. And wear green corduroys, can't do shit with me. 1,000, you crazy right now, bro. He said 1,000, 1,500. Hell no. Them Jones between $5,000 and $10,000 right now. iPhone, a big sign, this 1,500 right now. Nah, maybe not no iPhone, not 1,500, bro. That's an old number, homeboy. I was just checking them prices today. Them Jones up to 10 bands in certain Jones, 5,000 in certain Jones. One nigga told me 2,500, but that $1,500 number is old. It depends on the facility. That's true. They said Diddy working in the laundry room, he getting extra linen. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't really got no jokes about that. You just described the clown playboy. He said you just described the clown playboy. A lot of iPhone, but them thumbnails, they 15, bro. Maybe, yeah, I could go for that. Is Button still a mental ward prison? Nah, but I believe they got a part of it for some shit like that. But you got regular men in parts of Button. Dodgers didn't deserve to win 4 to 5K. Yeah, that sound about what I've been hearing. You ever gonna do something with Is the Christ? Hopefully soon. 5,000, 10,000 is crazy. I will be using 300 minutes. Man, you got niggas juggling. I'm talking about a certified person told me yesterday, say, this joint right here costs five bands. And he said this joint a Galaxy. It was a question. Okay, New York Reggie had a lot of good things to say about you, homie. Shout out to New York Reggie. Wait, he had some things to say good things to say about me in person or on the internet somewhere. New York Reggie, he ran with my older cousins and shit like that. Gully got a booth in Iverson Mall. He don't even got a booth, bro. He using this person's store retail space. I did that before with my books. There's nothing he can do in Erie that I haven't done in Washington, D.C. What joint? I don't know what you mean when you say what joint. What joint I was talking about? I was talking about Beaumont, if that's what you was asking me. And Greater Full Prison going for 5 to 10K. Now that's a state jump. That's way real. That's high as shit for a state jump. Folks that don't know won't ever know the fees behind the wall. It's a whole different economy, man. That's why I be laughing when they be talking about jailbirds and niggas are in and out of jail. Like on one of them videos I did, one of them lives I did earlier or yesterday, whatever day, I was explaining to them that I've been around niggas that had $90,000, $100,000 on their commissary account. That's a bank account. Now on the iPhone shit, that depends on the person selling it and who buying it. You already know how that go, E. No doubt. No doubt, no doubt. That's 100% true. You ever heard of Terry Smith from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, big-time drug dealer? Nah, I'm not hip to him. In person at my family in Red Jack. Oh, and he said in person. Okay, salute. Shout out to shout out to that whole squad. I got exclusive pictures of Red Jack at my grandmama house, sitting at the table. That mean white lady at the pizza spot. Huh? That mean white lady at the pizza spot. I don't know what, I'm lost. You gotta pay $2,500 to God just to get it in. Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. I'm talking about after it's already in. I ain't even talking about how it gets there. I'm just talking about if you find one on the compound. It's already there. Like, you know, you got some of these joints like McQuarrie, they were still charging dudes if you got Cobra joints. But you had people in places like Atlanta, I want to say Beaumont, Louisiana. I know I heard at least Beaumont in Atlanta. Nigga get caught with a cell phone, and some of them jumps, they just take the phone and write you up. You don't even get charged. It's too much action in some of them jumps. Now, in among them jumps where it ain't no action, a whole lot of FBI action, like let's say McQuarrie or Lee County, that's Western Virginia. You might not go to court for that shit. But depending on the day of the week it is, you will. It's up to the prosecutor. Prince Miller is losing his mystique doing too many interviews. I don't think he losing his mystique. I think he's building up momentum to, oh my goodness, to monetize what they doing. I don't think long as he don't start oversaturating himself in bullshit, I think he could. You are seeing them a lot, but they got a product to sell right now. So they should be, when I say they, I mean that team. They should be out in the open right now. They got a documentary out. Preem trying to get the word out about all the unconstitutional stuff that happened in this case. And Prince is the only one that's, close enough to. Hold on, bro. Some of them Jones went up too fast. Hold up, what they say? Too many interviews. What about Bernard Barr from Winston-Salem? NYC. He was part of BMF. I don't think I know him either. Yazoo. Wasn't no cell phones 36 years ago when I gave New York State a couple of minutes of time. Oops, 36 years ago, basically. Sidebar, how can I got my guy on your platform to speak on his book on changing the mindset of our youth? Who is your guy? What's his name? Salute to the good men in Winston-Salem, 92 to 02 veteran salute. Best boy, smacked your fucking like a button. You seen Big T from Clifton lately? I was wondering about him today. Nah, I haven't. That's a good documentary. When actors bring out a movie and entertainers bring out music, they do media runs. That's all Prince is doing. Correct. That's what I believe, especially episode 1. For a cell phone, my man got 5 years. It depends on where he was at, and it also depends on how he got caught with it. Like, I know a dude that got 2 years for a cell phone. I know a dude that got 7 years for a cell phone because he got caught with joints back to back before the case was over, and he pled guilty to the shit. A carton of cigarettes is $1,500 just to get it in. The new greater for prison. I ain't know that. I ain't seen cartons of cigarettes in decades. Last time I dealt with tobacco in prison, it was pouches of tobacco. I ain't seen a carton of cigarettes since I left Lawton. Because even when I was in the feds, I didn't see niggas buying cartons of cigarettes. Everybody was buying Bugler. They closed Wild World, I don't know. At Jeffrey Bolin on IG. Hit me on IG then. DC Blacks. Yeah, he's reaching. That was deep. I want to talk. I'm from Baltimore. Let's work. Send me a message on Instagram then. See what you talking about. Did you know Jawbreaker? Was he like that? Jawbreaker older than me. Southeast homie. Oh, that's you? All right, now I know who you. I knew. I remembered that name from Instagram. Did Skinny Joy have ties to JBM in Philly? I can't speak on that. I don't know. Allegedly. Somebody said, of course, that's his error. Allegedly. I don't know. I know one thing. Think about this, because I was thinking about this when I was watching. I don't know how many of y'all watched that documentary on Philadelphia versus the Mafia, the Philly Mob Wars or whatever it's called, the joint on Netflix. But about 2/3 of that documentary is about Joey Molino's era in time. And I don't think the Sicilian boys understood how them homegrown Philly dudes was gonna be coming. Who was getting it in? DC in your era. Oh man, a lot of people. Remember, I came out the house in the late '80s, so Rayful Edmond and them was still in the streets when I came out the house. You heard about them as a kid. Then as a little kid, I was around dudes like Frey and Wookie and Eddie Mathis and Eggy and all them type of dudes. No, Skinny Joy didn't have any to do with JBM. A weak pardon. My earth. I saw that he was showing love to the brothers and putting it down heavy. He said no, but Kabani Savage did. I seen a little dude from Richmond. He called himself Internet Beefing with Ant. I said, man, Shawty either a wild motherfucker. He don't understand that the feds be watching the social media. He was on there talking about he'd do this and he'd do that. Made me think about times I be having, man, outbursts on social media, man. Shit don't look good when you see that shit on video afterwards. Yo, I'm from Baltimore. Raw Dope Person Podcast. Let's log in. Hit me on Instagram. Shout out to Baltimore. Raw Dope Podcast LLC. Upon Leroy Park, Uptown Leroy Park in the building. Shout out to the Pop. I don't got to admit that Alpo was a live one. Everybody in the game was a live one. I don't got to admit that. When you watch the playback. What you mean? When you watch the playback. What you talking about? When Crash Out don't age well. I don't know why you said that like that though.
Memories don't just sparkle. They get more meaningful with time. David Yurman.
Is your mattress giving you aches and pains? At Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can match you with a more supportive mattress like Sealy Posturepedic. With targeted support can help relieve those nagging aches. And right now, you can save up to $700. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
Sound like Fred broke? What do I do now?
Lowe's, if you find a lower price on the same item, they'll match it with their lowest price guarantee. And they do next day delivery on hundreds of appliances.
The legend starts when you.
Oh, it looks crazy when you crash out on the playback. Okay. I thought you were saying something like that. I thought you were saying something like that. What's up, E from DC to Baltimore? I see you doing you. Shout out to Baltimore. Y'all like the night, man. E, link with me, champ. All right, I seen you send me the thing. Hey, E, is Kevin Durant from Washington. You from the DC area. You think 50 was at the game last night doing scouting work for his new series? I don't think he was at the game because he was interested in seeing Seattle beat us up like that. Shout out Baltimore. I don't know. I ain't seen no pictures of him nowhere else after that, though. He ain't go nowhere after the game? Would you say WP was the most respected in his time? Nah, I can't say that, bro. I can't say that. I mean, and that's a very, very broad term. The most respected, I don't know who is the most respected. That's a broad term. I wouldn't even argue that one. I don't know Legs from New Projects either. I heard Diddy was at the game and he had a party after that. Going into that. For real, E, that game was some shit. 50 at the game for my man Jaden. The most respected. Yeah, that's what he said. Smash the like button, bro. Cowboy and Kevin Durant is from. I guess you're saying C Pleasant, most respected killer during his time. Wayne Perry. I can't really entertain that idea. I can't say that. I mean, even if I entertain it to the least common denominator, even if I entertain it, I still don't agree with it. The most respected. I know what you're trying to say, but I can't wrap my mind around the concept. I am writing books. I'm always writing. What you mean? I don't think 50 came just for no game. He ain't a Seattle fan nor a Washington fan. He was on something else. He was on something else. I never met the most respected anything with anyone when it comes to the streets. Me neither. A lot of vicious dudes in those days. That's a fact. What I got out? Well, the latest joint I put out was Hellraiser Honeys 3. Have you heard of that? He said, I knew you meant C Pleasant. He said, man, I'm smoking too. I figured that. I understood that's what you meant. Shout out to Thomas Carter, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. He said, man, I appreciate your content, man. I appreciate somebody appreciating it, homeboy. He was out here making them connects. Okay, is your writing doing well for you? It's doing okay. More than what I envisioned when I was in prison. You know, I started writing in prison. True story. I love your channel. What advice can you give me as a transracial man? I was born white, but I identify as black. Homeboy, you got to go talk to somebody who's into that. I don't know nothing about it. Who is the original MB from DC? The original MB? I don't know. That looks like a Deer Park bottle, Playboy. What about it? I don't know. I'm lost. Say my big brother. Who is your big brother? Somebody said you still owe me 60 stamps from West Virginia. That's a lie. I don't owe nobody nothing. Eagles about to get Max Crosby back-to-back champs. Damn. I work for Deer Park. Thanks for the support. Oh yeah, but you drive trucks? Can't keep on giving Deer Park all this free promo. He say, nah, I load the trailers. That's that, man. That's that stay in shape work. I had a job at the printing press when I first came home from prison. And I remember when I first came home from prison, I was in that prison shape. And I came home in March. I had to stay in a halfway house till like the summertime. I got out like the end of May, beginning of June. I still look like I was in prison because I was working so hard. I shipped to Lawton last week. Oh yeah, ain't that ironic? In the free world, you shipped to Lawton last week. I think I'm gonna start doing me some live streaming from Lawton. Mr. Rowe, yeah, see what it's like to live in the ground. In that ground. Well, you know, when we shot the documentary scenes down there at Lawton, we encountered people that lived there. You ever seen that documentary about dippers in DC? I think that's on National Geographic. Yeah, I saw it. I ain't really like it though. Funny thing is, you educated me on Lawton, and then I see that we ship to Lawton. Yeah, to the actual place where the people live at. Y'all ship there, Deer Park, right? Peace. Keep it at that. Be home soon. We'll remind you of this. This one of your New York men. Okay. Salute. We'll remind you of this. I'm lost why you said remind you of this, but all right.
We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in compliance with this interest. So we don't sell any commission-based products. Then how do you make money? We have a single management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better. Our clients really come first, huh?
Where did Bama and Bojangles come from? To be honest with you, I don't know. It was before my time. They was already saying those words.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Thinking about updating our kitchen? Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen in Subway style.
I think so. Next time I'll check the actual location in Lawton. Yeah, I bet you sipping. I bet you y'all shipping over to Liberty Crest. I think they call it. That's what the apartments are called, Liberty Crest. I think so. Hey, hip your man Dogface on how Gully is. Gully been interviewing him about whack. Dogface treating Gully like he's solid. Dogface is a man, all right? And what I learned from growing up, hold on, watch out. I'll be ready in 1 second. Wait, go sit down. Watch out. One thing I learned about Dogface is that Dogface is going to deal with people in the way in which he see fit to deal with them. So my issue with Gully can't be Dogface issue with Gully, but the same thing go for Whack 100. Dogface issue with Whack 100 is not my issue. So, Dogface is cool with Gully. I can't, I don't know. I can't allow that to affect how me and Dogface deal with each other. Gully a goofy ass nigga to me. He might not be a goofy ass nigga to Dogface. Think he mean he gonna remind you that he talked to you when he come home. That's what I was thinking he said. Chico know me. He seen my mind working. Yeah. What's up, man? We need to collab. I'm in Southeast DC. The urban landlord. Oh yeah? What your content hitting on? Get to the likes. Okay, homie. Yeah, I've been blessed to see all these states. Tell Gully he don't want no smoke. Man. Gully wear green corduroys, bruh. He couldn't even have survived around us. Green corduroys cuffed up with light green socks and a different color green polo stripe. I refuse to call him Gully. That nigga named Goofy. I'm a landlord in Southeast DC. Wild shit, nigga. There go my man. There go my man, Bang Mateo. Do I be saying that right? That's why I don't never say your name. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Is that junk Bang Mateo? What's up, though? I know a motherfucker who know what they talking about when I see it. Original MB from DC is Marion Burry. Counterfeit MB from DC is Muriel Bowser. I didn't understand that. I swear to God, I didn't know what you was talking about. Respect to you, sir. My first time on here. Salute. That's kind of catchy. The original MB is Marion Burry. The counterfeit MB is Muriel Bowser. God damn. Dogface using Gully for viewing. I mean, Gully got 200,000 subscribers. Dogface is on a promo run. Kid and Play. What about Kid and Play? Them dudes from Philly off the podcast live from the jails gave the homies a shout out. Said he seen the whole 27-man car get checked in. Oh yeah? I seen that too. People think I be lying when I say it though. Girly TV is a bozo. Yeah, that is right. Okay, Bang Mateo. All right, I'm just calling you Bang. My man who know what he talking about. My man knew the whole story. My man knew I wasn't lying to y'all when I told you that the boy Hassan Campbell was lying about Preacher knocking Prince out. He just reaching. He don't know nothing. He probably don't send nobody in the feds no money. Hassan Campbell probably don't even know nobody in the feds. No disrespect to him. What y'all think? You think I'm right or wrong? I bet you Hassan Campbell don't know. Like my phone right here. If I open up this phone, this my regular phone. Like everybody got a number. It say number after number after number after number from a federal correctional institute. I can look right here in the last 5 days. I done talked to the top type niggas that all the internet niggas talk about. They call my phone, not just from DC. New York, Houston, Chicago, St. Louis. I got niggas from everywhere that call this phone. Absolutely. You seen on YouTube where Gully Goofy is homie pressing him and he wouldn't fight him. Yeah, I did a whole video on that. I can show it to you. I can show it to anybody that want to see it. Everybody know, do. Let me ask y'all, there's 100 people here. Does everybody know who Goofy TV is? Does everybody know who we are talking about? I don't want nobody to feel left out. Does everybody know who Goofy TV is? Can we stop talking about a dude who wears corduroy pants in 2025? You know what, homeboy? I can't say nothing. I can't dispute what you just said. Somebody said, think you're right. All right, okay. Yeah, Nussy was gonna put him to sleep. Was gonna UFC his ass. He had on knee pads and gloves. And I'm supposed to take Goofy TV serious? Okay, everybody know who Goofy is. Green corduroy pants in 2025. I can't stop laughing. Hold on. For the people who haven't seen this. I think I got this close up on the thing, maybe. Hold on. I think I got this, like I ain't gotta go far for this. Cause I just, oh, here it go right here. Boom. I can't make it up, bruh. Somebody said Curious Jules where JoJo was about to give it to him. I can't, like he said this some fly shit. He said, I can't help that I just love this fly shit. Is that some fly shit, yes or no, y'all? Shout out to my man. Shout out to you, E. Brooklyn to DC. Man, so I appreciate the super chat, homeboy. Shout out to Brooklyn. Hey, is he doing that motherfucker right there or what? Like, can he get away with, is that some fly shit? Is that some DC, New York, Philadelphia, any big city fly shit? Is that a fly ass outfit? If it's any women in here, could he pull up on you with them motherfucking corduroys rolled up like that? And he got them rolled up. I'm just asking y'all. For all the women, I'm only talking to the women right now. If this nigga walked up on you with them corduroys right there rolled up, would you give him the time of day? That's not his product. Have you reported on Columbus Daniel since his release? Nah, he be kind of keeping it kind of low. Maybe I will. Hey, ladies. Okay, there go one of my ladies right there. Shout out to Brick Squad. Ladies, if he walked up on you right here, right now, he said, I was in the mall the other day. All the ladies was walking up to him. Oh, Gully TV. That's Gully TV. I'm asking the ladies in this chat. If this wild Bama with this little knit cap on with the tassel on the top of it like a sports cap, this light green polo, these with the ashy green, those are corduroys, by the way. These green socks. Would the ladies in the chat get his Bama the time of day? I just want to know before I move on. Gully is a 50-year-old, 19-year-old. Facts. Absolutely the fuck not, one lady says. Pack this nigga up, bro. Okay, oh man, he talk about wearing polo, but he ain't wearing purple or black lady. Bro, he wearing Marshall's polo. You need to stop it. I walk on my work clothes. Huh? Gully think he Gully Cool J. What's up with them corduroys he got on? He woke up and laid this outfit out like it was some hell of a shit. I couldn't believe it, and ain't nobody say nothing about it. Ladies in the chat, can he get away? Can he get away with these corduroys? Can he walk up on you at a mall, and would he get the time of day? He looked like he should be selling, man, the final call. Who even dresses like this? He say he's into fashion. He said that's some fly shit. This nigga wear overalls. TJ Maxx polo. I'm telling you, he wearing Marshall's Ross polo. He had the nerve to have that shirt on in the closet. That shirt was in his closet with a tag still on it, and he had the nerve to put on them corduroys. All jokes aside. All jokes aside, hold on. All jokes aside, because I know I'm bidding right this minute. I'm bidding for a second. But all jokes aside, this nigga got the nerve to talk about Supreme. This nigga got the nerve to talk about Prince. How the fuck a nigga with some green corduroys on gonna talk about a nigga like Supreme? Do anybody know the brand name of them corduroys? What y'all think? Who y'all think made them corduroys? I know they ain't Ralph Lauren. Dressed like an elf. My name is Charlie Wilson, head ass. Damn, y'all find his ass up. Charlie Wilson, head ass. I bet he wanted to iron the crease down the leg. All the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. One more time, see if any more ladies in here give me an answer. That nigga Andre 3000. I could put a Marshall's outfit together better than this. Me too. I did it before, but I respect that you said it. Hey, for all the ladies in here, before I get off of this subject, if this Bama in these green corduroys with these green leprechaun socks walked up to you in the mall and say, hey, how you doing, sweetheart? Would you give this nigga the time of day? It's a company called Corduroy. Oh, I didn't know that. I swear to God, I ain't know that. I done had corduroys made by other people. I didn't know it was a company called Corduroy. I didn't know that. Corduroys ain't my thing. You know you about to clown a cat when you say all jokes aside. All jokes aside. Would you, if you are a woman in the chat, I ain't see too many answers. I'm going to ask it again. I'm going to do like Umar Johnson. Brothers and sisters, I'm only talking to the ladies in the chat. Brothers and sisters, I'm only talking to the ladies in the chat. Brothers and sisters, I'm only talking to the ladies in the chat. For the ladies in the chat, would you give him the time of day wearing these corduroys? Ladies in the chat, would you give this man the time of day if he walked up to you in the mall or anywhere in the world with these corduroys on? These green corduroys with these leprechaun socks underneath it with these Air Force Ones. Would you even walk up to him and purchase one of these Nick caps? Would you seen this nigga standing out somebody else's store? What's it called? S3 Essentials. Is it anybody in here from Erie, Pennsylvania? Can somebody tell me where this store is located? I want to go to this store and, by matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie. I was getting ready to lie and tell you I want to go to the store and buy one of these caps. I want to walk in this mall and knock this whole counter over. I want to show him how a DC nigga act when he trying to be irate. He a Muslim, brother. We got to do better. He ain't no Muslim. He a god. He ain't no Muslim. We called them skinny jeans back in the early 80s playing throwback football before elementary school. I do remember that phase. You know you about to blah, 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 blah. Why you still talking about Gully? Somebody brought it up today and it was a perfect topic for a few minutes. Bro, Street say you affiliated with Goblin now? What about us? Oh. Would you roll up on him if you find out he is in D.C.? What you think? I ain't have a pair of corduroys since I was little. Me neither. I repeat. All the ladies, please. Ladies, would you give this man the time of day in these corduroys? Rolled up like that. They look like they 2 sizes too big. I mean, this nigga look like he's straight off a farm somewhere. That's what you call a farmer. We gonna start using old DC slang on this Bama. This Bama is a farmer. Look at his pants. You can't tell me he look like he just stepped foot off a farm somewhere in Erie, Pennsylvania. He from the rural part where the Quakers and the Amish at. I told you this Bama from Hershey Park. He from Amish land. He ain't even from the Quaker side. Like the Philadelphia homies know what's up with the Quakers, man. You know, my man said he had a weed plug that was Quaker. This nigga Amish. They ride horses and donkeys where he from. He said I just seen a picture of Diddy with the homie. He know what's up. Don't forget Diddy was here in D.C. He know a lot of D.C. people. Them definitely Uncle Phil old pants. Look at them Jones, bro. Look at the pot. Look at the pot all the way by the waistline. And did he think he could get away with all the colors of green? He got one color green in his shirt, one color green in his corduroys, one color green in his socks, and he did that shit deliberately. I bet he got a jacket. I bet he got the jacket to match the 2 different greens. He looked like he had a Arrested Development video. Shout out to Tennessee. Damn, Gully. Dutch Wonderland. I'm talking about this nigga look like a leprechaun, bruh. The fuck is this nigga? This a 420 advertisement? He got multiple shades of green. Of course, Chocolate City, we the reason why everybody dressed the way they dress. They came out wrong. What was the group that made Tennessee? Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right now. They did close up on the Piccadilly in the yard, and that wasn't Diddy. That's Diddy, bro. I don't believe that. It's several pictures of Diddy on the yard. Slim not dumb to step foot back in the city. He might try it, but he ain't gonna go. He ain't gonna make himself known. He doing spring and fall in one outfit. That's an old polo. I had that joint in the early 2000s. That's why the nigga got it from Marshalls. That's a prison picture. What's up with the corduroys? I ain't even tripping off the polo shirt. I mean, I could do that polo shirt without the rest of the outfit. Without the cap, without the corduroys, without the socks. The Air Force Ones is cool, but he just fucked the whole outfit up. When Gully came to the city, what was the energy between you two? Did you run him out of the city? I ain't pay his goofy ass no attention last time. He not that important to me. But now he talking all that shit. I told his bam ass he better not come back to my city. I don't give a fuck who the fuck he think he know in the city. Ain't nobody gonna get in my way between about him, not in this city. Arrested Development. For real, E, go look it up when you get off. Go look what up. I'm lost. Go look what up. National Guard is not in the city right now, not right now, I guess. If I'm not mistaken, it's back. I don't think that shit that happened to Cameron was for playing Alpo. I think it was just a opportunity. To be honest with you. Wrap it up. Wrap what up? Oh. He said wrap it up. What you mean wrap it up? Damn, DC police arrest suspect in 2023 fatal shooting. That's one thing about that homicide shit. That should have come back and get you years later. Yeah, but it's all good. Catch y'all in a minute, man. Free the man.